Hello viewers, you are welcome to Mathematics with Blessing. Here we are going to solve linear inequality with the graphical representation using number line. Now these are the questions given to us and we are told to solve this. So what are we going to do here? Let me demarcate this. Okay, greater than 11. Now in inequality there are four basic inequalities that you need to know. This is greater than, this is less than, this is greater than or equal to, and this is less than or equal to. So this is what you'll be seeing here. And here in number 1 you have 2x minus 3 greater than 11. Now if you know how to solve your equation, you can solve inequality before drawing it in a number line. Now first of all, we have an unknown here, which is x, and we have numbers. The first thing that will come to your mind is to collect like terms. The numbers will move over to one side and the one with the alphabet will be in the other side. And we have only 2x here. We have 2s greater than 11. When minus 3 crosses, you have plus 3, because any sign in front of the number, the owner of the sign is that number. So any number that has a sign in front of it, that number is the owner of the sign. So whatever you're doing, you carry on with the sign, along with the sign. So when minus 3 crosses over, it changes to plus 3, and we have 2x here greater than 14, and we have x divided by the coefficient of x, which is 2, and we had that our x is greater than 7. Now this is our x greater than 7. This is the answer we got as our x. Now using number line to show the graphical representation, we have that the number line is this. Example, okay, let me draw it here. This is number line. We have the negative integers and the positive integers, and we have this 0. Here is the negative integers, and here is the positive integers. So I have 7 here. I'll make sure that my 7 appears at my number line, and there is no negative here, so I'll make sure that negative is small, so my positive will be big. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me stop here because 7 is already here. Now there is something you need to understand while solving number line. There is the use of arrow like this that goes to the right hand side is greater than. This one that goes to the left hand side is less than. While this one, we have something like this. Here will be shaded, and it will also go to the right hand side. We call it greater than or equal to. This is greater than. Shaded part makes it to be equal to. And the next one is this one, shaded also but goes to the left hand side, is called less than or equal to. So we are going to use these things to be representing our values in our number line. So these things is what we are going to use. So we have that x is greater than 7, and here in our arrow we have greater than as this. So which is x? This is the value in this number line, is the numbers represented, and it is x, the value of x. Now x is greater than, which means it will move over to the right hand side, and where you see your 7, you draw this arrow and put it like this, showing that your x is greater than 7. So this is the answer to this number 1 question. Number 2 question says 3x minus 3 greater than or equal to x plus 19. We have x here, we have x here, and numbers here. So next thing that will come to your mind is collect like terms. When you collect like terms, you have 3x. The x here will cross over to the side and we change to minus x, because there is an invisible plus in front of this x. So when it crosses over, it changes to minus x greater than or equal to 19. Minus 3 will cross over, you have plus 3. So 3x minus x, you have 2 x greater than or equal to 19 plus 3. Okay, 19 plus 3 is 22. So you divide by the coefficient of x, which is 2, and you have that our x is greater than or equal to 11. Now, using your number line to represent this thing, so this is a number line, the values of x, and here is greater than or equal to 11. So make sure that the positive side is much than the negative. For example, let me start here: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here we have that x is greater than or equal to 11. And coming back to these arrows, which one is greater than or equal to? This is this arrow. So you come to 11 and draw this arrow, showing you that x, the value of x, is greater than or equal to 11. And I shaded it to show you that it is greater than or equal to. So the next one is number 3. Number 3 says x minus 1 less than 3x minus 2 less than 2x minus plus 3. Now this is quite confusing to some students. They normally find it confusing. Now there is nothing here. You just have to pick the one at the center and solve with the one at the left hand side, and after solving it, you pick the one at the center too and solve with the one at the right hand side. So what you're going to have here is now x minus 1 less than 3x minus 2, and you have this one also 3x minus 2 less than 2x plus 6. So you solve it individually. After solving it individually, you draw them in the number line. So here we collect items, and we have that minus 1 minus 2 we cross, we have plus 2 less than 3x. X we cross, we have minus x. So we have 1 less than 2x. So we divide by the coefficient of x, which is 2. We divide this, and we have that our x is greater than 1 over 2, greater than 1 over 2. Remember, this is the same thing as this. 1 over 2 is less than x. That means x is greater than 1 over 2. So coming to this place, we have that 3x minus this. So we collect like times. We have 3x. This we cross over. You have minus 2x. Okay, less than 6. This we cross over. You have plus 2. So we have x is less than 8. So we have two possible values of x here, which is x greater than 1 over 2 and x is less than 8. So we are going to draw these two things in the number line. And seeing my number line, we have this. This is the value of x, and here we have that we have half and we have 8. So make sure that it's all found inside here, and all of them are positive. So make sure that your positive side is much. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can stop here. So here is the negative side, minus 1 and minus 2. So here we have that x is greater than half, and half should be somewhere here. So when x is greater than, which is the sign of the greater than this sign, so you put it x is greater than 1 over 2. This is 1 over 2. And here x is less than 8. Here x is less than 8. So it's less than 8 towards the side. So this one is pointing to this one, and this one is pointing to this side. So we join them together to have a straight line. So this is the value of this. This is the number line of this problem. And the last one is number 4. It says 2x minus 5 over 2 less than or equal to x minus 4. 2 over 4. So what are we going to do here? Now, when you have fractions with equal sign at the center, what are you going to do when there is one fraction at the right hand side and one fraction at the left hand side, and the sign at the center of it is an equal sign? You need to do cross and multiply. The same applies to this inequality. There is an inequality here, and there is one fraction here, and there is another fraction here. So you do your cross and multiply, and when you do your cross and multiply, this will multiply this. 4 multiply 4, 2x, you have 8x minus 4 multiply 5, you have 20, less than or equal to 2. We multiply everything here, you have 2x minus 8. So it has come back to something like this. So the next thing is you collect like terms. So you have 8x, this will cross over, you have 2x less than or equal to minus 8 plus 20, because minus 20 will cross over to have the plus 20. So we have 6x less than or equal to 12. Divide by the coefficient of x, which is 6. When you cancel, you have that the value of your x is less than or equal to 2. So this is the answer. While representing it in a number line, you just have to draw the number line. Make sure that there is 2 there. So we have our 2 here. So the center is 0. Minus 1, minus 2. I can stop wherever I want because there is no negative sign here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So here we have the x is less than and equal to 2. Less than and equal to 2. This is the arrow. So you come to 2 and draw the arrow that shows that a value of x is less than or equal to. So this is the answer. So hope you got something here. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to my channel and also click the bell button so that you can get my notification whenever I put any video. Thank you. Bye bye.